The O'Sullivan Twins by Enid Blyton. Dramatized by Edward Phillips. Those of you who have a daughter will know that even when they go away to school, life is not a bed of roses. There's always something happening, and you soon get to hear all about it during the school holidays. However, when you have twin daughters, there are twice the adventures and twice the excitements. My name is O'Sullivan, and I have twin daughters, Pat and Isabel, as like as two peas in a pod. I suppose they're normal enough, but there always seems to be some crisis taking place in their lives. Take last term, for instance. It all started one morning at breakfast, towards the end of the holidays.
Mother, did you know that Cousin Alison is coming to St. Clare's next term?
Yes, Pat. Your Aunt Sarah wrote and told me. When she heard how much you two liked being at St. Clare's, she decided to send Alison there too. You can look after her during her first term.
Oh dear, oh dear.
The idea doesn't seem to appeal to you, Isabel.
Well, Alison's a bit stuck up, Father. Full of airs and graces. Well, at least she was when we were at Red Roofs together. I don't suppose she's changed.
Yes, and she's so vain. Do you know she's had her hair permed?
Good gracious. At her age.
I seem to remember two girls who were terribly stuck up last summer during the holidays. My goodness, they didn't want to go to St. Clare's. Oh, no. They were convinced it would be a dreadful school. Really horrid.
Oh, don't remind us of that, Daddy. We were idiots. We behaved awfully badly at St. Clare's at first. Everyone called us the stuck-up twins.
I can't think how anyone put up with us.
We had a pretty bad time to start with, and serve us right, too. But it's a good school. It'll be the making of Alison.
Yes, St. Clare's will lick her into shape.
Don't you think Isabel and I are much nicer since we started going to St. Clare's, Daddy?
Well, I can't say I've noticed much difference.
Daddy!
Yes, I believe there has been a slight improvement. What do you say, Mother?
Oh, I think they've settled down very well indeed. They did so hate going, and they vowed that they wouldn't try one little bit. But the headmistress said some very nice things in their reports.
Oh, Miss Theobald is super. I don't want the halls to end, of course. But I can't help feeling quite excited when I think of seeing her again. Oh, and Miss Roberts and Mademoiselle Abominable.
Mademoiselle Abominable? Surely that's not her name.
Oh, no, Daddy. We only call her that because she says, c'est abominable all the time. Pat and I were awfully bad at French grammar at first, and Mademoiselle used to write abominable across our books.
Oh, she's all right. And so are the others. You'll probably see most of us next week at the station in London when you come to see us off.
Hey, did you
For goodness sake, stop running round like that, Pat. The train will be leaving soon, and we don't want to waste any time getting on board when everybody's here.
Oh dear, I know I'm not going to like St. Clare's. Oh, all these girls and teachers. I don't know a single one of them.
Oh, Alison, stop bleating. You'll soon get to know everybody. Oh, look, here's dear old Janet. Hi, Janet. Do you have a good horse?
Hello, Pat, Isabel. Yes, thanks. Who's this?
Oh, this is our cousin, Alison. She's starting this term. Oh, there's Hilary and Doris. Hello there.
Hello, Pat. Hello, Isabel.
Are all these girls in your form, Pat?
Yes, they're all in the first form with us. Hilary's head girl. And they're in our dormitory, too. There are 8 of us altogether.
Dormitories? Don't we have separate rooms?
Of course not, silly. Not in a first form. Do you know if Alison's in with us, Hilary?
Yes, she is. Vera Johns has gone into number 3, so there's you two and Alison, me, Janet, Doris, Kathleen and Sheila in number 2.
Oh dear, I'm sure I'm not going to like it.
Of course you will, Alison. It'll do you the world of good. You'll learn how to clean shoes and make tea and toast, and you have to make your own bed.
But I can't.
And if you tear your clothes, you'll have to mend them yourself.
But I can't. It's positively degrading.
Oh, shut up, Alison. Here comes Miss Roberts, our form mistress. Good morning, Pat. Good morning, Isabel. Oh, is this your cousin, Alison? Good. I'll tick her off on my list. Oh, good morning, Mrs. O'Sullivan.
Good morning.
Well, now, Alison, no doubt the twins have told you exactly how fierce and savage I am.
Yes, miss. I mean...
Well, don't take any notice of them. I'm sure you'll settle in very nicely. Are there any other new girls this term, Miss Roberts, apart from Alison? Oh, just one, Marjorie Fenworthy. Oh, there she is, over there.
Oh, she's on her own. Nobody's come to see her off.
My word, she looks rather sulky. I think she's got quite a temper. I wonder if she'll be in our form. Yes, she is. She looks old enough to be in the second form at least. She's looking this way. Hello, Marjorie. Wow, of all the... She just turned away.
Well, never mind. Perhaps she's shy. Look, there's that awful Erica.
Oh, you want to watch out for her, Alison. Nobody likes Erica. She really is the most dreadful sneak. Well, even the mistresses can't stand her. They don't like people telling tales all the time.
Who's that old lady fussing about over there?
That old lady, Alison, is Miss Theobald. You'll like her.
There's old Mademoiselle Abominable.
Oh dear, I'll never remember all these names. I know I'm going to hate the place.
Right, girls, we're all here, so say your goodbyes and get onto the train. Hurry along now, we haven't much time.
Goodbye, Mother. Goodbye, Mother. Goodbye, Auntie.
Goodbye, girls. Right soon.
The Easter term opened very cold and dreary, but the weather soon brightened, and within a week or so, it seemed to the twins as if they'd been back at school for months. Each form was now working steadily to its own timetable. Lacrosse was played 3 times a week, and there was gym every other day. The new girl, Marjorie, was excellent at all kinds of sports. One day, in the gymnasium, the girls were watching her climbing up the thick rope that hung down from the ceiling.
My word. She's certainly strong, isn't she?
Yes, but she plays games and does gym as if she were fighting somebody fiercely all the time.
Look at her gritting her teeth as she climbs.
Oh, I don't like marking her at lacrosse. She's given me a few bruises, I can tell you. Belinda had to tick her off yesterday for deliberately tripping me up on the field. All the same, she'd be a good one to have on your team. If she wanted to shoot a goal, she'd jolly well shoot one, even if she had to knock down every single girl on the other side.
Yeah, she's good, all right. Why is she so difficult to get on with? She never joins in with the rest of us, never smiles or laughs, always goes off by herself, and if any of us tries to speak to her, just snaps our heads off.
Yes, but I think we ought to give her a chance, even though she's so jolly difficult. We were simply awful last term, and everyone was decent to us.
For some reason or other, she seems to think she's an underdog. Everyone's hand is against her, well, that sort of thing. Goodness knows why she's got that idea, but she has. Still, I'll go out of my way to be friendly if you will.
Oh, here she comes now. Hello, Marjorie. I say, you're jolly good at gym. Oh, I wish I could climb and jump like you.
I like games. Only wish we could do more of them. I wish we had riding here too. I used to love that at my old school.
What school did you go to before you came here?
What?
I said, what school did
What's it got to do with you?
Why, nothing. I only...
Well, mind your own business. I don't go around asking personal questions. Why should you?
Marjorie, we were only trying to...
Just mind your own business, that's all.
But we were only trying to be friendly, Marjorie. Well, you don't give us a chance. Well, when anyone speaks to you, you're rude and sullen.
If you're going to pick me to pieces, you can save yourself the trouble. I don't give tuppence for any of you. Who cares for a pack of silly girls and a crowd of stuck-up teachers?
Marjorie!
Just leave me alone, do you hear? Leave me alone!
After the incident in the gym, the girls gave up trying to be friends with Marjorie, and in time she became almost as unpopular as Erica the Sneak. Nobody talked to either of them, unless it was strictly necessary. And so the days went by, and then came the first real excitement of the term, Hilary's birthday. One afternoon, a short while before the big day, the girls were chatting in the common room just before tea.
You must have some sort of celebration on your birthday, Hilary. What are you planning to do?
Well, Mother will send me plenty of good things to eat, but there won't be enough for the whole school, so I think it would be better to share them between the 8 of us. We can have a party, a secret party, just for us.
Oh, super
Fun. But where can we have it? We can't have it in the dormitory. Somebody's sure to hear us.
I know where we can have it. In that little music room on the top floor. It's just a place. No one ever goes there at night. If we pull down the blinds and shut the door, no one will ever know we're there.
We mustn't make much noise, though. It's rather near Mamselle's study.
It'll be all the more fun if we mustn't make much noise. But how can we warm that room? It's awfully cold in there.
Let's borrow an oil stove out of the cupboard downstairs.
Good idea. I say, we could fry sausages on top of the oil stove if Mother sends me any. She usually does.
I don't believe anybody has ever fried sausages at a birthday party in the middle of the night before. It would be the most marvellous thing to do. Oh, can we get a frying pan?
You bet. I'll ask Gladys to borrow one from the kitchen. She's a good sport and won't tell.
Oh, Hilary, this is going to be awful fun. What do you suppose you'll have for your party, besides your birthday cake and the sausages?
Well, Mother always sends me a big fruit cake and sweets, biscuits, homemade toffee, ginger beer and bags of chocolates, tins of peaches and cream and then...
I can hardly wait.
Now, we must keep it a secret. We'll have to be especially careful not to let that sneaky Erica guess what we're going to do. She's always sticking her nose into things that don't concern her. She's an awful telltale, too. I'm sure it was her who sneaked about me to Miss Jenks when I was talking in the library.
Right. Well, we'll all keep it a close secret. Not a word to anyone, especially Erica and Marjorie. And that goes for you too, Alison.
What do you mean? You don't think that I would...
Oh, no, of course not. The soul of discretion.
Right. Let's get down to details.
It was true that Alison found it difficult to keep anything to herself, but this time she made a special effort and didn't say a word to anyone about the party. However, it was soon obvious to the other girls in the first form that something was being planned, and their curiosity was aroused. One girl in particular was very anxious to know what was going on, and that was Erica. She couldn't bear the thought of being left out of anything, and she tried every trick she knew to find out, but without success. As the days went by, she became even more determined to discover what the girls were up to. She felt it was a mean trick to have plans and keep everyone in the dark. On the day of Hilary's birthday, Erica at last succeeded in finding out about the party. Purely by accident, she met the little kitchen helper, Gladys.
Did you? I say, Gladys, what on earth is that you're hiding under your apron?
Nothing to do with you, miss.
Don't be so cheeky. Let me see or I'll tell Miss Theobald.
Let go! Oh!
Why? It's a frying pan. What are you doing with that?
Nothing, miss.
Why on earth are you taking a frying pan upstairs to the dorms? Wait a minute. You're not taking it to Hilary by any chance, are you?
Well, miss,
What would she want with a frying pan? Has this got anything to do with her birthday?
All I know, miss, is that Miss Hilary asked me to get a frying pan from the kitchen and take it up to the music room and...
The music room?
Yes, miss, for the party they're having there tonight at midnight.
So that's it. All right, Gladys, run along.
Yes, miss.
A party, eh? The mean things. A private birthday party at midnight. Right, I'll show them. I'll show the lot of them. I don't think I've ever been out this late before.
Pass me another piece of cake, Isabel.
This toffee is delicious.
Oh, well, Alison, you spilled peach juice all over my shoe.
Not so loud. We'll have the whole school coming up to see what's going on. Oh, Alison, you've gone and sat on the sausages. They're squashed as flat as pancakes. Get up, you idiot.
Look, they're all right. You can press them back into shape. When are we going to fry them?
Last thing. That is, if there's anything left of them when you've finished with them.
Let's open the ginger beer.
If anyone hears these pops, they'll think there's a ghost in the music room.
A ghost? Don't talk about ghosts. No one will hear. They're all fast asleep. Nobody knows our secret. That is, unless Alison. Now look here. I haven't breathed a word.
Shut up, Alison. Come on, Hilary. Hand round the chocolates.
Oh, you know I left the chocolates in the common room and told everyone they could have one each this afternoon? Well, I caught that nasty little sneak Erica helping herself.
Wow.
She must have had about 6. Isn't she the limit?
She's always doing things like that. You can't trust her an inch. Why, only the other day, do you know she went...
What was that?
It sounded like a knock on the door.
We know that, you idiot. The question is, who knocked?
Or what?
Oh, Pat, don't.
You better see who's there, Alison.
Me?
All right, I'll go.
There's no one here.
But it must have been someone. Doors don't knock by themselves.
There's no one here, I tell you. The corridor's empty.
It must have been someone having a joke, mustn't it?
But nobody knows we're here.
Well, come back in and shut the door. Mamselle may still be up.
Perhaps we'd better go back to bed and not bother with the sausages.
But I've been looking forward to them all day.
Oh, shut up, you idiot. Do you want to wake the whole school? Oh, come on, Hilary. Fry the sausages.
All right, here goes.
Oh, that smells good.
Pat, about the knocking.
Don't worry about it, Alison. It was probably the wind.
But it wasn't the wind. It was Erica. When she heard the party in progress, she determined to give them all a fright. So she knocked on the door and then slipped quickly into a large empty cupboard that stood in the corridor. But she hadn't finished yet. When she smelled the sausages cooking and realized that she hadn't succeeded in breaking up the party, she suddenly remembered Mamselle's study down at the end of the corridor. If the French mistress was still up... Quietly, Erica tiptoed along to the door of the study.
Tiens, who is there? What is this? Is anyone there? Oh, is someone playing a joke? There is someone in the music room, but it is past midnight. What is going on? What is this I smell? Sausages? But it is not possible. Someone is frying sausages in the music room. Oh, it is too much. C'est abominable.
Oh, it's you, Mademoiselle.
Yes, it is I. And what have you to say for yourselves, acting in this manner at this time of night?
Would you like a sausage, Mademoiselle?
So, you will all go back to bed at once. And in the morning, you will expect to be called in front of the headmistress to explain this dreadful behavior. We will see what she has to say. And that is all I have to say about this disgraceful affair. I am most displeased with you all. You have not behaved wickedly, but you have behaved foolishly. And you have broken one of the rules of the school by leaving your dormitory after 10 o'clock. I am afraid foolish mischief of this kind cannot go unpunished. And so you will not be allowed to go into the town for 2 weeks. That means no walks together, no shopping, and no visits to the tea shop or the cinema. Now you may go. Hilary, see that the mess in the music room is cleared up before dinner time, please.
Yes, Miss Theobald.
Phew, I'm glad that's over. Oh, so am I. I suppose we got off lightly. We still don't know who it was who knocked on our door and then alerted Mamselle.
Well, we shall have to find out. She shan't get away with it. I'm sorry I asked you all now. It was my fault.
Don't apologise, Hilary. Nobody would have known a thing about it if it hadn't been for that wretched spoil-sport, whoever it was. You know, It's rather like something that awful little sneak Erica would do.
But if it was her, how could she have found out?
I don't know. But I shan't rest until I know for certain. If only we could be sure.
Miss Hilary! Miss Hilary!
What is it, Gladys?
Oh, Miss Hilary, Cook wants to know where the frying pan is, the one I lent you for the party. I have to take it back right away. I asked Miss Erica if she would get it for me, but she just walked off.
Erica?
She wouldn't have known where it was. She wasn't at the party.
Oh, but Miss Hilary, she did know. I met her when I was bringing up the frying pan, and she knew all about the party.
Did she indeed? All right, Gladys. I'll get the frying pan and bring it down to the kitchen.
Thank you, miss.
So it was Erica. She must have put 2 and 2 together when she saw the frying pan.
Right. We'll tackle her about it. After tea today.
We'll have it out with her in the common room.
And so, after tea that afternoon, when Erica went into the common room, they were all waiting for her.
Erica, we want a word with you.
I'm busy. I've got a letter to finish.
Erica, we know that it was you who knocked on the music room door last night. And it was you who gave the game away to Mamselle and got us punished. You're a mean pig, a horrid sneak, and you're jolly well going to be punished.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. It's no good pretending. We found out everything. We know that you met Gladys on the stairs when she was bringing something up for us for the party.
I don't know anything about the frying pan.
How do you know that it was a frying pan that Gladys was bringing us? There you are. You see, you do know. You've convicted yourself out of your own mouth. Oh, Erica, you're a horrible sneak, but at least you might have the decency to own up.
It's no good you going on to me like this. I don't know anything about it.
Go on, Erica, own up. Own up.
It wasn't me, I tell you, it wasn't.
Very well, don't own up. But you'll have 2 punishments instead of 1. You'll be punished for sneaking, and you'll be punished for not owning up.
Yes, and the punishment for sneaking is that you jolly well won't be allowed to go down into the town for 2 weeks, just like us.
I shall.
No, you won't, because no one in the whole school will go with you after this, and you know you're not allowed to go alone.
And the punishment for not owning up decently will be that no one will have anything to do with you or speak to you for 2 weeks.
Send her to Coventry.
That's the punishment for your sort of behaviour, and it jolly well serves you right.
And so Erica was sent to Coventry. And over the next few weeks, she brooded and plotted how to get her own back on Hilary and the twins and the other girls. As the days passed, Erica's mean behaviour was gradually forgotten, though everyone continued to ignore her. But Marjorie's rude and sulky manners began to get on everybody's nerves. Matters came to a head one morning in Miss Roberts' geography class. Marjorie was behaving even worse than usual. The girls had noticed it from the time she'd sat down to breakfast. There'd been a letter by her plate, which she had not opened until she'd been by herself. From that moment on, she snapped at everyone who so much as looked at her. And then, in the geography class, there occurred the incident which was referred to afterwards as the Big Row. Each girl had her geography book open and was studying the map that Miss Roberts was explaining, all except Marjorie. She had her book open too, but into the open pages she'd slipped her letter, and she was rereading it with a scowl on her face.
Now, what is the most important port on the River Amazon again? Marjorie, will you tell us? Marjorie?
Yes, Miss Roberts?
Will you answer the question, please? Marjorie, you're not paying the least attention. What is it that you have in your book?
Nothing.
Well, let me see. Why, it's a letter.
It's mine!
I am perfectly aware that it's yours, Marjorie. I will keep it until the end of the morning.
But Miss Roberts...
Then there won't be any temptation for you to read it during another lesson.
Give me that letter. Nobody's going to read my private letters.
Marjorie, you forget yourself. You know better than to suppose that I would read your letters. Now, I shall keep it for the rest of the day, and you will come to me for it this evening, and I shall expect you to apologise.
I shan't do anything of the sort.
Oh, Marjorie, you can't speak to Miss Roberts like that.
Shut up. I won't be interfered with by anybody, Not even by Miss Theobald herself. And as for Miss Roberts sticking her nose into my business, I don't give tuppence for her.
Marjorie, how dare you! Leave the room at once. Go to the common room and wait there till I send for you. I shall report you to Miss Theobald. Leave the room.
I'll leave the room, all right. I'd leave the whole school if I could. I didn't want to come here in the first place. I hate you. I hate the whole lot of you.
After the big row, the general hostility towards Marjorie became even stronger, partly because Miss Roberts was very popular with the girls, and everyone was shocked by the way Marjorie had spoken to her. To everyone's surprise, however, Marjorie was not punished for her behaviour, and she did, in fact, apologise to Miss Roberts. The days went quickly by, and soon the time came for the big lacrosse match against St. Clare's arch-rival, Oakdean. Marjorie, being one of the school's best players, was in the team, and she really excelled herself, scoring 2 great goals in the first half and a 3rd winning goal in the last 5 minutes of the game. But not one single girl in the whole school cheered her efforts, and by mutual agreement, no one came up to her afterwards to congratulate her. Now, for some reason, Marjorie blamed Pat for this. And indeed, it was Pat who had suggested to everyone that they show their displeasure by ostracising Marjorie during and after the match. It was on the evening after the match that Marjorie and Pat came face to face in the common room. The girls were in high spirits, chatting and laughing as usual, when suddenly the door opened and Marjorie strode in.
Don't stop enjoying yourselves on my account. I know how you all feel about me. You made that quite clear at the match this afternoon. And I know who's behind it all, too. It's you, Pat. You've always hated me from the first day of term, and this is your way of getting your own back.
Marjorie, that's not fair. You've never given me or any of us a chance. You're rude and sullen
and ill-mannered and bad-tempered. Yes, I know. I've heard it all before. But that's no excuse for the way I was treated today, and that was all you're doing. Well, I'll get even with you, Pat O'Sullivan. I'll get my own back. Just you wait and see.
Now, Erica had been almost forgotten in the excitement of the big row and the match, but she was still smarting under the punishment she had suffered after Hilary's birthday party. She'd spent a good deal of her time wondering how to get even with Pat, whom she thought principally responsible for the treatment meted out to her. And then, one day, she found a way. The first form had gone on a nature ramble. It was a beautiful day, and they were all enjoying themselves thoroughly.
I hope there are plenty of tadpoles and frog spawn in the pond when we get there.
Well, I've brought a jam jar just in case. Oh, and I've brought my nature book too.
We've all brought our nature books.
Well, Pat's taken a lot of care over hers this term. There are some beautiful drawings in it. Miss Roberts says they're good enough to be exhibited at the end of term.
I've just got one more page to fill. I'll do it this afternoon.
Just look at the view from the top of this hill. Look, there's Marjorie just starting up the slope, all on her own.
Oh.
And there's Miss Roberts, out of breath down there by the stile.
Oh, look, there's the pond. Oh, doesn't it look lovely, glinting in the sunlight?
There is some frog spawn, or floating on the top of the water.
Oh, I'm going to get some before Miss Roberts catches up with us.
You can't, Pat. It's too far in. You'll get your shoes wet.
Oh, I'll take my shoes and socks off and wade in.
Your feet will be as muddy as anything, and Miss Roberts will be livid.
Oh, it won't take a minute. Isabel, look, take my satchel and put it on that branch over there. Oh, be careful, don't drop it in the mud. I don't want to spoil my nature notebook. Oh, just a minute while I get my jam jar out. There. Now then, hang on to my shoes and socks, Alison. Here goes. Oh! The water's jolly cold. Oh, and it's muddy at the bottom. Ugh, I've trodden on a snail or something. I've got some. Oh, no.
She's dropped it.
Try
again, old girl. She's dropped it again.
Pat, what in the world are you doing? You'll get your death of cold wading into the icy water like that. Come out at once. Oh, please, Miss Roberts. Let me get some frog spawn first. Pat, will you come out at once? All right, Miss Roberts, I'm coming. Oh, my feet are terribly cold. Here, use my handkerchief to dry them. That was very naughty of you, Pat. Now put on your shoes and socks quickly. Oh, after all that, I didn't get my frog spawn. Now come along and let's get on. Where's your satchel? Over there, on that tree where Marjorie's standing. I'll go and get it. Well, hurry up then. Now, are we all here?
That's funny. My satchel isn't here.
But I put it there myself.
What's that on the ground under the tree?
Golly, it's my satchel. It must have fallen off and... Oh, no.
What's up, Pat?
My nature notebook.
Look, it's ruined. It was lying in the mud and it's been stamped on.
Couldn't have been a cow or something, could it?
There aren't any cows for miles, silly.
Oh, Pat, your lovely book is all spoiled. How on earth did it happen? Did you see what happened, Marjorie?
No, Miss Roberts.
It must have been... Must have been what, Pat? It must have been an accident, Miss Roberts. Well, come along. We must get on. It's such a pity, Pat. You'll have to clean everything up as best you can when we get back to school.
Although none of the girls said anything to Miss Roberts, they all had a pretty good idea who had played this mean trick on Pat. After all, Marjorie had lagged behind, and she was standing near the tree. Everyone was convinced it was her, but they were wrong. That evening in the common room, there was yet another confrontation with Marjorie.
Marjorie, we'd like a word with you about your latest display of spite.
What are you talking about now?
Oh, don't pretend like that. You know perfectly well what I'm talking about. Do you deny that it was you who ruined Pat's nature book?
Me? Of course I didn't. I may be bad-tempered, but I don't do mean tricks like that. I don't like Pat, and I'd like to get even with her for some of the unkind things she's done to me, but not in an underhand way. Because I'm not like the rest of you and don't join in, you think that
You did, Marjorie. You know you did.
I tell you I didn't. It's a case of give a dog a bad name, isn't it? Because I'm bad in some things, you think I'm capable of doing anything. I hate you, do you hear? I hate you all.
Well, she really is the limit.
Well, let's not say any more about it. We can't prove it. And they were all jolly sure she did it. It's no good going on and on about it. It's hateful, but it's best forgotten.
I think we should go to Miss Theobald and say we don't want to have a girl like that in the school.
My mother wouldn't let me stay if she knew there was a girl like Marjorie here.
Oh, you be quiet, Erica. Janet's right. I don't think we can leave things like this. I suggest that we all sleep on it, and then one or more of us should go and speak to Miss Theobald tomorrow. She ought to decide, not us. She may know the reason for Marjorie's behaviour. We don't.
All right, let's sleep on it. My mother always says that's a good thing to do. Things often seem different after a good night's sleep. But if we still feel the same tomorrow, we'll go and see Miss Theobald.
Well, we can't all go. I think you should go, Pat. You'll put things fairly.
Well, all right. If Isabel will come with me, I'd rather not go really, but somebody's got to.
But Pat and Isabel didn't get to see Miss Theobald because something happened that night that changed everything. Earlier that day, Erica had complained of a sore throat, and Matron took her temperature after dinner and decided to move her into the sanatorium in case she'd developed a chill. As it happened, there were no other girls in the sanatorium at that time, and Erica was put in a little room on the top floor all by herself. Marjorie lay in her dormitory, wide awake, thinking of what the girls had said about her. She turned over on her left side and shut her eyes. If only she could go to sleep. She decided to get herself a drink of water, and she put on her dressing gown and slippers and found her torch. There was a bathroom not far off, and there she filled a glass with water and took it over to the window to drink it. The bathroom window faced the sanatorium, which was in a separate 4-story building across the lawn. It was in complete darkness, except in one place. A flickering light showed now and again from high up on the 3rd story. A bedroom fire on such a warm night? Suddenly, she knew without any doubt what it was. Quickly, she ran from the bathroom and downstairs to Miss Roberts' bedroom.
Miss Roberts! Miss Roberts!
What is it? What on earth's the matter?
Come quickly, Miss Roberts! It's the sanatorium! It's on fire!
Good Good gracious, Marjorie. Are you sure?
Yes, I've just seen it. Please hurry.
All right, Marjorie, all right. Now, keep calm. I'll go and wake Miss Theobald and we'll ring for the fire engine.
What's happening?
What's happening?
What in heaven's name is going on here?
Matron, the sanatorium is on fire. Miss Roberts has gone to wake Miss Theobald and get help.
Oh, my sainted aunt, Miss Erica's in there. I must get her out at once. Now, all of you, back to bed right away.
Back to bed? At a time like this? No. Come on.
Look, there's Miss Roberts and Miss Theobald.
Matron, is there anyone in the sanatorium? Miss Erica's in there, headmistress. She's on the top floor.
Maybe she's got out. Has anybody seen her?
The whole third floor is alight. I wish that fire engine would hurry.
Help! Help! Save me!
Look! Up there! It's Erica at the top window! She can't get downstairs!
Oh.
She's cut off!
Where is that fire engine? That window is so high. Only their fire escape could reach it.
Help me! Help me!
Miss Theobald, where is the garden ladder? Maybe that will be long enough to reach the window.
Jenkins, where is the ladder?
It's just round the corner, Miss Theobald. I'll go and fetch it.
Now stand back, girl, stand back. Let Jenkins put the ladder up against the wall.
Here we are, miss. Up she goes. Oh, it's not long enough, miss. It only just reaches beyond the second floor window. If Miss Erica could shin down that drain pipe and reach the top of it...
She'd never make it, not Erica.
Marjorie, where are you going? Get away from that ladder. Come down, you silly girl.
Gosh, she's going up.
Look! She's at the top! The ladder's too short to reach!
My gosh, she's going up the drain pipe. She'll never do it.
Be careful, Marjorie, be careful.
She's nearly there. She's made it. She's at the window.
Erica, give me a hand. Help me through the window. Steady. There, that's it.
Help me, Marjorie, help me! The flame!
Now pull yourself together and don't be silly. There's no time to lose. The whole third floor's on fire.
What are you doing with those bed sheets?
Tying them together to make a rope. Now we must fasten the end to your bed. Help me to drag it over to the window. Come on. Don't just stand there.
I can't! It'll never work!
Erica, don't you want to be saved? For heaven's sake, give me a hand. There, that's it. Now, do you think you can climb down the sheets to the top of the ladder? It should be quite easy.
No, I can't. I can't do it.
All right. Now calm down and listen. Look, Jenkins is at the top of the ladder waiting for us. Climb up on my back and cling on tight.
I can't!
Yes, you can. Come on now, on my back. That's right. Now, hold on tight. Ready? Here we go.
Look! There they are! They're coming down the rope of sheets!
If they can only reach the top of the ladder without falling, well...
Steady, miss. Come on. You're nearly there.
They've done it! They've done it!
Jenkins isn't waiting for Marjorie. She's still at the top of the ladder.
It's all right. She can make it on her own.
Now stand back, girls. Be careful, Jenkins.
All right, I got her. Look out for the other one. There you are, miss. Safe and sound.
Well done, Jenkins. Come on down, Marjorie. Carefully. We are holding the ladder.
Here she comes. Well done, Marjorie. You're doing fine. 3 cheers for Marjorie. Hip, hip. Hooray! Look out!
She's falling.
Stand back, girls. Stand back. Give her air. Is she all right, Jenkins?
She's unconscious, miss. She must have missed her footing.
All right. Quiet, girls. Quiet. Carry her into the school, Jenkins. Carefully now. That's it. And you girls, get back to your beds. Quickly now.
Wasn't she wonderful? She saved Erica's life. Oh, fancy her climbing that pipe like that. Well, let's pray she isn't hurt much. Well, wouldn't you know it? It's the fire engine.
The next morning, everyone wanted to know how Marjorie was. Only 1 or 2 thought to ask about Erica. Marjorie had slipped on reaching the top of the ladder and had fallen quite badly, but luckily there was no serious damage, although she had been knocked unconscious, and the doctor thought she would be up and about within a week or two. As for poor Erica, she was overcome with shame and remorse. To think that the girl who had so bravely saved her life was the very girl who had been taking the blame for her own meanness. Tearfully, she confessed everything to Pat and Isabel when they went to see how she was getting on. She told them she had seized her chance when everyone was at the pond with their backs turned to the tree. Marjorie had come up later and hadn't seen the incident at all. After Erica had dropped Pat's satchel in the mud and thoroughly trampled on her nature book, she'd returned to the group unnoticed. When the news got around, the whole school felt thoroughly ashamed of the way they treated Marjorie. As soon as she was well enough to receive visitors, Pat and Isabel went to see the girl who was now referred to as the heroine of St. Clare's.
Hello, old girl. How's the heroine?
Don't be an idiot, Pat. Oh, what glorious daffodils! And how did you know that my favourite grapes were those big purple ones?
Here's something from Hilary. It's a jigsaw puzzle. And Janet sent this for you. Everybody's got something for you, but Matron won't allow too much at once.
Thank you. You're all very kind. How's Erica?
She's gone. And she's not coming back again.
Gone? Why? Is she ill?
No. She's gone home for a rest, and next term she'll be going to another school. She just couldn't face everyone when they knew it was her who had ruined my nature book and let you take the blame.
But how did you find out it was Erica?
She told me herself. And we all owe you a humble apology. Please accept it, Marjorie. We'll make everything up to you when you're out and about again.
Well, I don't wonder you thought I was the one to blame for what happened. I have been rather awful. You see, nobody cares about me. I have a pretty beastly time at home, and so I'm miserable. And when I'm miserable, I can't help behaving badly.
Well, don't tell us if you don't want to. But if it's going to help, then do tell us. We'll understand.
There's not much to tell, really. My mother died when I was quite young, and we'd been such a happy family. But I suppose my father was lonely, so he married again, and my stepmother didn't like me. She already had 3 boys of her own, and my father was terribly pleased. He'd always wanted boys. So my stepmother did her best to turn my father against me, and she succeeded. I loved him awfully. I still do. But I was pushed into the background.
And so you were sent to boarding school and went on being unpleasant here. Oh, Marjorie, I'm terribly sorry. Well, you haven't had a chance.
Well, actually, I've had 6 chances. I've been expelled 6 times from different schools.
Expelled 6 times? Gosh!
So this is your 7th school?
Yes. And Miss Theobald was determined that I should do well here. She told all the teachers to make allowances and encourage me all they could.
But, Marjorie, won't your father be awfully bucked when he hears how you rescued Erica?
I shan't tell him. He won't know. He wouldn't believe it if anyone did tell him. He thinks I'm no use at all.
Well, you buck up and get well, old girl. We're all missing you. And now we better get going, or we'll have Matron after us. So long.
So long. And thanks.
Poor old Marjorie. She certainly had a rough time.
Isabel, I've just had the most marvellous idea. You know that there's a picture of Marjorie in the local paper, don't you? And a long bit telling all about how she saved Erica. Well, I'm going to cut that out and send it to Marjorie's father with a letter saying how very proud we are of her at St. Clare's.
I say, that's a really good idea. My word, that'll make Marjorie's father sit up a bit. That'll be a bit different from the opinion of other schools she's been to.
Well, I expect it was partly her own fault that she didn't get on with her stepmother, because she is a bit difficult. But the treatment she's had at home only turned her from bad to worse. How silly some parents are. When I think of our own parents, so kind and understanding.
It's nice to know you're appreciated. Well, anyway, the girls wrote their letter and posted it off at once. It had an immediate effect, for the next day Marjorie had a telegram that excited her very much. It was from her father. "Very, very proud of you. Coming to see you today. Love from Daddy." Whatever happened between Marjorie and her father, nobody ever knew for certain. But from that time on, she was a changed character. She stayed on at St. Clare's, and as soon as she was fully recovered, she was moved up to the second form, where she excelled in lessons and sports. And so the rest of the term went by without incident. The twins were top in 5 subjects. Alison was bottom in most things, but it didn't seem to bother her much. "Somebody's got to be bottom," she said blithely. And then the last day of term came round with all the excitement of packing and saying goodbyes. It was fun to be going home, fun to look forward to Easter and to long walks through the primrose woods and reunions with dogs and cats and ponies at home, to say nothing of mothers and little sisters and brothers, and, of course, fathers. On that last day, the cry was, "See you again next term." And we will. Make no mistake about it. We will.